Hey everyone, today I have nothing new. There is nothing new, right? Is there? We're still in lockdown. There's talks of slowly reopening our economies, but nothing is definite, nothing is for sure. The future is unclear. Well, no shit. That's how it's always been. That's why they call it the future. I don't know if that makes sense. So you can't always choose what happens to you, but you can choose how you react to it. So, how are we doing? Are we good at this stuff yet? Is it driving people nuts? Are we at wit's end? Or are we settling in and figuring out how to make life work with this thing? It's day 43 of quarantine for me, for New York State, I guess. April 27th, Monday. I think one takeaway from this thing is we'll realize we can file days of the week under things that don't matter anymore. This time has proved pretty solidly that we can function just fine with zero idea what day of the week it is. What day of the week is it? Oh, we don't do that anymore. We just use the numbers. And think about it. 43 days of this, and civilization hasn't collapsed yet. Did not think it would last this long. Quarantine, not civilization. April's just about over, going into May. Seems like it's been longer. Still no sports. I know there are some small businesses that are closing or have closed completely, gone out of business. A lot of people are unemployed. A lot of people can't pay their mortgage or rent. If you don't have to worry about any of that stuff, then just take a few minutes to think about how lucky you are. You know someone maybe who isn't so fortunate. Think about them for a few minutes. Maybe you can help. I don't know. As my good friend Claire Mean says, you got to get creative. Now, that's just on the economic side. On the actual coronavirus front, people are dying, but the hospitals and doctors and nurses aren't overwhelmed to the point of anarchy. For the most part, they have the supplies they need. Doctors and nurses aren't dropping off like flies. This thing is moving at a much smaller and slower rate than everyone initially anticipated. Of course, now that they're realizing it isn't as bad as they thought, they're saying it will return and really peak in November. And so we go on. I want to take this opportunity to reflect on a few moments during this coronavirus quarantine that struck me as funny, inspiring, ridiculous. Katy Perry will never forget her quarantine pregnancy. Now, I'm not a woman, nor have I ever been pregnant, but is that something you forget? If so, then Katy is very lucky to have this pregnancy during the quarantine, so she will always remember it. I saw this headline: police officer who died from COVID-19 denied test twice. Directly under that, how to break up during social distancing. That one goes under first world coronavirus problems. How do you make Passover even more exciting than it already is? With a bag of celebratory Passover plague toys, of course. You can see a little locust there. I think this actually works as another good reminder of, how much worse things could be. Finally, this sign. This sign was not up before lockdown started. So we know at least some people are doing it right. I'd love to hear from you. Is there anything during this time that you are especially proud of? Something you did, something you noticed, anything, something you saw, anything you've accomplished, anything that might inspire us to keep going. We don't need anything life-changing here, just enough to get us through today. Thank you very much for liking, watching, commenting, contributing, sharing, subscribing. Please check in on your loved ones, wash your hands, and support local business. Love you and I miss you. Bye.